This is Redemption, an actual play podcast set in the Star Wars Edge of the Empire role-playing game system. Episode 16, Ghost Stories. After a cold snow speeder ride across the icy plains of TOOLA, the crew find themselves at the entrance to an ancient temple. The Force is strong here, and the place is long deserted. Or is it?
You do notice a few lightsaber marks on near the door as well.
I haven't seen these types of this type of damage in a long time. This is Jedi. Well, I mean, it's lightsaber at least.
Are there any bodies lying around?
There are none.
No skeletons or anything?
Nope. But there is a good layer of dust on everything in here.
So it's been a minute.
It's been a while.
All right.
So some sort of very pitched battle happened here, but there's no whoever won cleaned up the mess. There's no bodies or anything.
But it's been undisturbed for a while at least. You know, you were right, Tazi. The door was blown off. Like you did say that, and then I don't know. I mean, obviously you know the blaster marks on the outside, but these like perfect cuts are actually from lightsabers. I don't know if you've ever had to deal with them before.
Never seen one.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. It looks like someone blew the door in, like you noticed, and then when you look in, it looks like they just shot at whoever was inside.
And whoever was inside, had lightsabers.
Right. But, I mean, you did say...
Carell's actually kneeling on the ground, and she's tracing, like, a furrow in the ground. You can see where they're... I mean, it looks like somebody was spinning a lightsaber violently. Like, there's a lot of fire incoming.
Is this a... Do you know what this place is?
What this is supposed to be is a potentium retreat, slash kind of a temple. It's a different kind of force use. People,
interesting.
They more... use their emotions. There is no light or dark side of the
Like
Force.
the mumbo jumbo that Tassar was all about, huh?
Yes. Carell is obviously not looking at KO at this point.
Right.
Tazi looks back and forth between KO and Carell, and
Carell's actually looking down a hall.
I look at Tazi. So when we were with Tassar, not the last time, but the time before that, we were talking about Force stuff. And
I'm going to cut you short here, KO. You don't have to explain this to me.
No.
I appreciate you offering, though. Let's just get moving. It's cold. It's cold in here. It's colder than space in here.
Turn up your heater.
Oh yeah. There's a sound of like 3 fans kick in from the back of Tazi's suit.
You know, you're turning that off because of your golden drink, aren't you?
Maybe.
Tazi.
It tastes horrible when it's warm.
What?
Is there any specific direction that feels more emotionally charged in here than any other?
It's tough because this is such a raw power you've never felt before. On the opposite wall, there's 3 doors leading out. One is kind of standing in front of the door in the middle, and he's got his little hand popped up, and he's waving.
What? Yes, A1.
What?
Why are you waving?
Hi, I'm on the camera.
Oh, really?
Well, at least...
There's a live camera?
No, there is a camera. It's not turned on, I don't think. There's no power in here. There's one there, and then he kind of turns his body, one over there, and one over there.
All right. So I just start staring. Can we actually verify if there's actually power to those, or if they're active, or...
A1, can you sense... Can you run a couple scans to see if there's actually power running through this area?
He runs over and plugs in. Nothing.
Then why were you waving at a dead camera?
Because I like to. Because you guys were having a debate about whatever. Okay. I got bored.
Right. So, all right, I go back to trying to figure out what...
Well, we don't have any maps of this cavern. Can you use your sensors to try and build a map? Project it for us?
Yeah, pretty much. What I can tell you now is beyond these doors, it opens up to a really big room, and then there's several smaller rooms.
All 3 doors go to the same room?
Yeah.
I walk up and open the middle door.
Okay. It opens up to what you assume looks kind of like a cafeteria for like a large group. I mean, there's several tables that normally would be in long lines with tables, but they're all overthrown. They're tossed to the sides. Looks like some of them were stacked on top of each other, but like forward and on top of each other, making like barricades and stuff like that.
Okay.
There's more blaster fire in here.
And the tables the things that are turned over definitely have like carbon scoring and everything like that.
You wanted to make a perception check, KO. Make it hard.
Okay.
Tazi slowly draws his blaster, like just out of... He's starting to feel like he's starting to get that creepy feeling on the back of his neck.
And you can't see all the way across the room.
Yeah.
This is a big room. Your lantern probably goes 30, 40 feet out, maybe.
1 success.
Okay. From off in the distance, you swear you hear, "Help me."
Well, I'm done.
Tazi, there's nothing here.
Guys.
What? He pulled his gun.
No,
Look
no.
at the floor.
Shut up
Nobody's
for
been
1
here.
second.
I just did. You had nothing to
Yikes.
say.
That means to be quiet until I indicate for you to.
Well, don't say 1 second. then.
Shush.
I gave you a whole nother second.
Okay, I'm done with you. You walk back outside the other room until I'm done.
No.
Okay, then quiet. I would try listening again to see if I can hear anything.
No,
Nope.
you're pretty sure though it came from kind of in the forward in the distance where the darkness is.
Do these?
Yeah, your tentacles, a little bit of fear with a little bit of sorrow, and add in a touch of anger.
Okay, guys, I know this is gonna. I'm not being paranoid. I know that sounds like that's impossible, but I just.
He knows himself. That's pretty good. That's a good sign.
But I heard someone say, "Well, whisper, help me."
A1.
No, it wasn't A1. I know A1's voice. I'll. You know how I can feel.
You're not screwing with him, right?
I can feel things, right?
Am I supposed to be?
So
I don't know. Sometimes you think it's funny. That wasn't you, right?
Nope.
Okay, just checking.
I don't know. What happened? Maybe.
straight ahead is I don't know. It's something unhappy. It's just bad. Something very not good happened this way. Straight ahead.
Tazi starts walking forward with his pistol kind of drawn
Corell in the same
Toward the-
motion walks forward.
toward
where he
toward the
pointed?
corner, like where he was pointing.
Okay. As you go, I mean, of course, the lantern, like I said, you can't see everything in the distance. Tazi, as you get kind of near another door, you swear you see like a shadow disappear into the door.
Just out of pure kind of surprise and fear, I crack a blaster shot off through that door.
Okay. Tazi shoots through the door. You hit something in the distance.
KO drops immediately into defensive stance with the big blaster out.
Sorry.
Activates the electro staff she's carrying.
Sorry,
A1
something
pops out
moved.
his holdout blaster and his fusion coder. Where is it?
Something
Where?
moved through that doorway.
Something's not right in this place, Tulsi. I'm telling you right now.
Corell, you don't get anything from this room.
It's hard to describe. It's like there's a constant background noise. Do I sense anyone ahead of us?
No.
I don't think so, but there's a...
A1 scan for life signs and power.
He pops it open. 3 life signs.
Outside this room.
And not counting us.
Yeah, we gotta discount us.
And you.
No life signs. Possible power below.
But
Below. Directly below.
Yeah.
Well, most probably has some sort of, power station below the temple.
But if as old as this thing is, I can't believe that would still be running.
It's not running, but
There's a
residual
source.
power.
yeah. That's where I'd put it.
Can you scan for any pathways below? Stairways or...
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Which way?
In the corner, over by that door.
You mean the one that I said help me from?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
And the one that he saw somebody go into.
As they start talking, before A1 actually says that, Corell's walking towards that door where
Okay.
Tazi shot
Okay.
to bring the light.
Oh,
there.
good. This is great. So, yeah, KO's going to take back point, so he's going to be basically sweeping as they walk that way. He walks backwards, and
Yeah, you go through a door. It's kind of an archway door. You go in, and there's a huge staircase that goes down on one side, on the right side, and on the left side, there's another staircase that goes up, and then there's another door off to the left.
so down or up, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
walk over to the door.
Power source is down. If we can get power running through the facility, we should maybe try and restore power.
Not a bad idea.
If there's a way.
I stop at the door because that actually makes sense. Is the door open or closed?
It's open. It's
I look inside.
It's a hinge door. It opens both ways. It's like saloon doors. They open up. You kind of pop your head in there a little
Yeah.
bit. Looks like a kitchen.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Then I'll
destroyed.
turn
Things
around
are-
and walk downstairs.
Things are messed up.
Because that makes logical
One
sense.
second, and so KO cracks a couple of
Glow sticks.
glow sticks and throws them down the stairwell, just kind of scatters them all the way down.
Okay, the stairway's lit up. You get a nice red light going down there. You start going down the stairway.
I'm going backwards because obviously I'm still playing back point. So help me. It is again. Did anybody hear?
Are
it?
we hearing that?
No, only
Okay.
KO hears that,
Son of a.
and it
hear
sounds like it's coming from the room that Krill had her head in just a second ago.
All right. This is not okay. Yeah, guys.
But what? We're going
I
downstairs
know,
where you want
no,
it.
just I heard that the stupid help me again coming from the whatever room you looked at.
The kitchen?
If it was a kitchen, yeah.
Well, so do you want to go back now? There's nothing in the room.
There was nothing in the room. Right. So, yeah, okay. Let's just keep going downstairs.
We keep going downstairs.
All right. You go down the steps. It opens up into a huge underground chamber that's full of, looks like a power plant. It also looks like there's waste disposal down here, like maintenance down here. Everything that would go on up there that they don't want happening up there happens down here.
Look for a terminal. Are there any lights whatsoever? Like a standby like LED or anything?
Nothing is nothing is turned
Nothing's
on.
glowing.
Nope.
Okay. So I'm going to look for anything, a terminal or anything
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, you can find one.
Okay.
Roll a mechanics check. This would be average. I just
3 successes and a disadvantage.
okay. You are familiar with this equipment.
Okay.
It's obsolete.
Okay.
It's a little over 20 years old.
I'm barely familiar. I've read about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So you're not 100% familiar with how to just fix it.
A1, can you jack in and maybe feed it a little power?
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get the system booted up.
Okay. He walks right up, plugs right in. The computer terminal you're at powers right up.
Run a diagnostic.
Oh, yep. Looks like the reactor's turned off.
What do we need to do to start it?
I was going to say, is there a switch I can flick?
No, we gotta, it looks like there's some cables were cut, and we gotta get the reactor going, and we gotta take some stuff out.
It's going to take much longer than we have.
A couple hours.
Oh,
It's not too bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be worth it if we can get
Yeah.
power going through the facility again.
Yeah. I agree.
I'll lend a hand however I
Yeah.
can. Mechanics
Same
isn't
here.
it's not my
Just- yeah.
strong point, but just point me where you need me to
Okay.
go.
I can tape things.
Okay.
Put things back together.
We'll work as a team.
Corral, you have to make a mechanics check. It's going to be hard, but you're going to get a blue die because everybody's helping you,
Okay.
and a black die because of your lack of experience with this equipment since it's old.
The boost die and the setback die both blanked out, which is awesome.
And we still succeeded.
We still succeeded with 1 success.
You get power turned back on, but you do know that the reactor is going to take time to actually be able to power everything.
Right.
Because the reactions inside have to build up the energy. And as you guys are doing it, though.
I'm routing most power to like lights.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm prioritizing light because heat will take way too long in a place this size.
Good call.
While you guys are working, though, and as the lights are slowly coming back on, Tazi, you see up on the stairway, you see a figure moving, but it's odd because it looks almost like smoke. Like smoke is around the figure as it goes up the stairs. And you guys all, like, for a moment, see Tazi just kind of staring at the stairs.
You
Look
were
up the
right.
stairs.
You were right, mate.
What?
Something is not right. I'm gonna lay off the golden drink for the rest of the time we're in here. How about that?
Are you okay?
I don't know what I'm seeing here. There was something, another shadowy like smoky
So
figure on the
you're
stairs.
seeing things, I'm hearing things, and you can feel nothing.
I might have just had.
I
might have just had
I
too
feel
much.
a lot of things.
Too much golden drink. I might just need to cut down.
Yeah,
a
you
little
haven't
bit.
had a
It's
drink
just-
of golden drink since we walked in the building.
How do you know? I've had the straw in my mouth the whole
I'm
time.
watching
There's
you.
a level indicator on the front of your suit.
There is.
Yes.
Lets you know if you have to release your fluid.
Per-
Told you,
System.
secondhand. I gotta get a manual for these things.
You know you could just download one off the HoloNet.
Over here.
Look at you one. Look at you a manual.
Seriously, no one hears that.
Here's
Here's
what?
Oh, fan-fragging-tastic.
And this time you feel like it comes from one of the corners.
None of you seriously hear this voice thing.
I hear your voice thing.
Right here.
Are you hearing things?
If I admit to that, does that make me crazy?
It would. I mean, it wouldn't help.
Yeah.
Then no, I don't hear
Of course,
anything.
we
Of
don't
course,
think you're
then
crazy.
you could be in denial at that point.
Then yes, I hear something. It seems to just kind of be.
What is it?
It's a voice that says things like,
Where did it
"Help
come
me,
from?"
Over here. Oh, it's been in that corner. It's been in that corner. It's been up in that kitchen. It's been the doorway before we got down here. You know, just random voice in
Does
my
it
head.
appear to be leading us somewhere?
No, it seems to just kind of follow us.
You can go look in the corner if you want.
I look in the corner because
As Kale walks toward that corner, I go grab one of the glow sticks off the stairs and like throw it into the corner.
You get a little spooked by a glow stick showing up.
oh, okay, that's just a glow stick.
You go over in the corner, and you notice there's some broken parts and some random metal there. But something catches your eye. Something kind of catches the light just right underneath.
Right.
And you move it around, and there's a lightsaber, but it's broken and smashed and cut up.
I pick it up, in pieces. So I kind of
It's multiple
cradle
pieces.
it in my hands. I'm like, this is a lightsaber, sort of.
Take a look at it. Does it look like a familiar design or?
It looks fairly standard. Looks like a lightsaber hilt. You'll notice there's no, the power source has been cut in half and there's no crystal in it. It's just pieces of a lightsaber. I mean, if you try to salvage it, you might get a spark, about it. But you do feel like that's important to you.
Can I take a look at that?
Sure.
Take the pieces, just kind of look at them, and they,
Do you feel like you're on the right, or going in the right direction? Does that make sense?
don't really know why, but Carol just puts them in like a bag she's carrying.
Right. So keep the creepy lightsaber parts.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't talking to you. If you start hearing voices from the backpack I'm wearing, let me know.
Right. I would probably not tell you that because then I would really think I'm crazy at that point. So, right. Power's back on. Let's go adventuring. By the way, what are we looking for?
I don't know. But if you find any more lightsabers, let me know.
So we're
Good
here
enough.
for lightsabers.
No.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Not really.
Okay.
Tazi's just kind of rooting around the room at this point because Tazi has no idea what we're here for. So he's just looking for like salvageable stuff.
A lot of scrap metal, probably some parts that are obsolete, 20 years old, 20 plus years old. A1's just kind of...
Anything that would, like, I guess I don't know, anything that would look like it would be worth money, like decorative stuff or like artifacts or,
Hey, Tazi's making money, man.
Yeah, man,
That's-
if we're gonna be
We're
in
in
this
it to
ancient
win it.
temple, I'm gonna try and find something I can sell.
Yeah, there'd be some decorative pieces.
So Tazi will try and collect a few of those things if
Down here, you'd
as-
find some, what would be almost considered antique tools. I mean, they're 20 plus years old.
do they still work?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. So I'll take a couple of those. I'll show them. I'll kind of bring them over to the corral. I know this place is more special to you than really anybody here. So is it okay for me to take some of these things with us?
I don't care.
Okay.
To be honest, what I'm looking for, you worked with the Jedi before.
Yes.
When Jedi first build their lightsabers, the training lightsabers, you get a crystal. Everything is provided for you.
Right.
When you graduate and become a Jedi Knight, you build your own lightsaber.
Right.
And then you go through before you do that, you go through the trials.
Yes.
Usually, there's different ways you can acquire a crystal,
Right.
one of which is going to the planet Ilum. That's not really possible.
Right.
Nor is going to any of the other places that are currently Jedi occupied, if you get my meaning.
No, I get what you're saying. So we're here
There
on
may
this
be-
random planet.
I was told that there may be hints to where I might be able to acquire something.
And who gave you this advice?
Do I actually need to tell you? I'm pretty sure you know.
A1 rolls up.
Don't. A1.
But
Yes, A1, it was Tatsar.
oh, never mind.
All right. I'm just gonna add this to the conversation. I'm gonna go keep looking for things.
What we're looking for is a crystal. It's
Right.
It's not.
A lightsaber crystal.
Yes.
Got it. I know.
So I don't know even what that looks like, but just hold on. Just saying that maybe before we got here it would be helpful if we had known that prior to going through what we've gone through, because it seemed like a lot of work and we didn't know what we were here for.
I mean, we
like-
don't. I mean, I don't
ahead,
mind
like,
helping, but
next time, just a little bit of like notices. Maybe if some of us, one of
maybe
us
we
saw
should have asked.
crystal.
I don't like to pry into Karel's personal life. She said she wanted to do something, so I said okay.
We're helping. We're being supportive. I just want to make sure that
Although technically, now that I've told you, you're complaining that I didn't tell you.
I'm not.
No, he's not. I'm just asking if the next time we have a little bit more of a maybe some more discourse. Anyway, it
I
would
don't
have been
even know
helpful
if
to know
there,
what
I
we're
don't
here
even
for.
know if there is one here.
No, I know, but it would have been helpful to know
It's a
what
trait.
we were here for. That's all.
Could I?
Or that we were,
actually,
or that we
or
were
what?
possibly coming to a Jedi temple.
It's not the Jedi temple.
There's a computer.
It's not.
Maybe
No.
they have records where they kept them.
Can you please go ahead and look?
It's not a Jedi temple at all.
Okay.
It's
That'd
be
from the
great.
Potentium.
Okay.
No, okay. That's
And to be fair,
I don't know those
what would have
things.
been different if you would
Okay,
have
walks
known?
right up next to you.
I'm not asking to be rude. I'm actually kind of curious. What would you have done differently if I had told you?
I would have complained less
I don't believe it.
because I would have known. Oh, you shut up, A1.
Sorry.
Because at least I would have known what we're here for. I know it's important to you, and that certainly is enough to get me here to
But
help.
would the fact that it's a lightsaber crystal would make you complain less?
Well, the
It just seems
lightsaber crystal
confusing.
would give me an idea of what I was looking for.
That's
Like,
why
I don't know
That's
what I don't know-
technically what I'm telling you now.
I don't know what Well, yeah, but we're already neck deep in this place.
Did you find anything?
Well, we've been here for okay.
Anyway.
that's neither here nor there. That is
No.
in the past.
You're right.
They're having that argument. We'll swipe over to A1 and KO.
So, hey, A1, did you find anything?
Well, here's some records on what the crystals look like.
Oh, hey, perfect.
I've never seen one. That's kind of neat.
That's kind of nice.
Not very big.
No, well, you got to remember they sit inside the lightsaber.
No, yeah. I never built one.
Well, that's because you're not supposed to.
Why not?
Because you're a robot.
That's not very nice.
I know.
It's too bad they couldn't have a robot that could use them.
You can. Well, cyborg maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Anyways, there's no records on where they store them.
But does it look like they had them here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look. And he shows you pictures of a battle.
No.
You see a door, the same door you came in, go blowing open, and there are several Republic security forces come breaking in, and they are shooting, and there are people that are standing there with lightsabers defending themselves.
You said Republic security forces?
Yep.
So I would recognize them, obviously.
Absolutely, you recognize them.
But this doesn't make any sense. Why would the Republic... I mean, even if this was like a side sect of Force users, why Republic security doesn't do this?
Maybe it's the two Jedi there with them. You look a little further in the video, and there are two Jedi that walk forward.
Have I ever met any of these Jedi?
One of them you have.
Who is it?
It looks like a younger version of the gentleman you just talked to on Kashyyyk.
Count Dooku?
Yeah. The last thing Ko saw on the screen was two Jedi. One that he recognized looked like a younger version of Dooku, and the other one, you could try a lore roll, maybe?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Hard.
4 advantages and a failure.
He's tall, skinny, got a beard, long hair. That's your best description you can get of the gentleman.
Got it.
And like I said, then the Republic security forces come in, and
Which is also really, really weird.
And this is just the he and A1 reviewing.
Yeah,
it.
we're talking.
yeah.
You guys are chatting it up.
Which about now, I mean, timing wise, your conversation's probably up, and you look over and see.
So that's sorry, I didn't tell you in the beginning.
It's fine. It's fine.
Let's
It's just
we'll
something
move
to
on.
think about in the future.
Kale,
That's all.
yes.
Hi, guys. So A1 did some record searching. There's actually a picture of the crystal that you're looking for.
Okay.
Just kind of like a
Where is
data.
it? Oh,
Like, doesn't tell us where.
Oh,
Just like
he
a,
pops up a picture of a different color crystals.
that thing. And then
But
also...
they're small.
Right, again,
Small.
lightsaber hilt. Anyway. And then he
Tazi
also...
says he doesn't know what they look like. Just trying to help.
Well, I mean,
Small.
you just showed me a picture, so now I know.
So there's also image stills of when the door was blasted down. We might recognize one of them. We just spoke to him, although he's 20 years older.
And it's not still images, it's video,
it's the video.
footage from the cameras up front. You see the door blow open, you see Republic security force. Well, you wouldn't recognize them as Republic security forces, but they come storming in, shooting blasters. There's on the other side, you see tons of people with lightsabers trying to defend themselves, and
what color lightsabers?
various colors.
Okay.
Including red.
Yeah, there's red, green, blue. There's even a black one. It's very odd.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then there's two Jedi, like he said, that walk up. One looks like
Count Dooku.
Count Dooku before he was Count Dooku. And
What about the other one?
Lord Jack.
Yep.
Hard.
Boost deck.
Because I was in the Jedi. No,
Yes.
absolutely no.
Yes.
No.
I didn't see
I
the
have two
third failure.
advantages.
He's also very good looking.
He's very familiar.
Yeah.
There's no good shot of his face.
You guys are watching it, and then the video cuts out as they flood into the other rooms.
Is there more
Wait,
video?
Which guy? So, wait, I recognize the Dooku guy.
Yeah.
Who's this other guy?
Don't know.
He looks very familiar.
Yeah, he looked familiar to me too, but
You don't see his face that much.
Lord and Hard.
Hard.
I would love for you to be like,
Off chance Tazi has seen this face before.
Everyone's
I
just shaking his head. No clue.
That tall blurry thing there in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't make
there's
that out.
beard and
Beard and hair and
you don't get to look at his face.
is he a Wookiee?
Nope.
Okay.
A1, zoom in on the lightsaber on the bearded one.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to make a daunting roll against not the lightsaber for lore.
to like maybe know if it's like a secret, like a special. They all,
Yeah, in
like,
case somebody. 'cause
That's a
everybody
cool lightsaber.
Everybody builds their own,
and
so-
sometimes they look really cool.
Yep. Hell no.
No, I've never seen all of the dice have a failure on
Wow,
it.
that is the most failure ever.
Those dice really do not want you to know what's going on.
We are
with
not
this
going to
guy.
know who this guy is.
Dooku's lightsaber is his trademark
Curvy one.
bent
Yeah.
handle one. A1 says that's all the video footage I can get here.
Okay,
I
no.
think there's another room upstairs.
Okay, we could
Probably
probably
like a security office we
Yeah,
can
on the
find.
top floor.
Okay, we can try to get that and try to get
Let's,
that. And then,
let's go upstairs.
Yeah.
Were you
yeah.
able to get a layout of the building from the computer?
Yeah. There's this floor, which is all what you see. The next floor is like common areas, kitchens. That's where they ate.
Right.
Bathrooms. Floor above that seemed to be living quarters, and then the floor above that was a communication/security room.
Let's start up there, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it says a balcony.
A balcony.
Yeah, I'll bet you it'd be romantic,
And cold.
probably.
Very cold.
Mostly cold.
Mostly
romantic.
cold, yeah.
Pretty damn cold.
Maybe we should just let you two
Let's
up
go
there.
up to the. Why would KO and Tazi want to go to a romantic balcony?
It's not the two I meant. After you, Tazi.
Why would Gorilla and I go on a balcony?
Yes.
To make KO jealous.
What?
That doesn't get me
What?
jealous.
Anyone just starts rolling away.
We're gonna have to check his logic circuit. Something's wrong with that thing. He's acting weird. He's been acting weird for a while.
He has been, yeah.
Well, since we met him, yes.
Weirder.
So where are you guys headed? Obviously back up to the next level. You can,
Security floor, I think, is
Okay.
where we're heading next.
so you'd have to go all the way to the top?
Yeah.
Are you going to stop at the living quarters first, or are you going to just go...
Tazi's going to make a point to kind of go through the living quarters because, again, he's looking for some stuff he can sell, stuff that might be worth money from this ancient ruin.
Okay.
Or, somewhat ancient for us. I mean, 20 or 25 years, but
Actually, I'm going to finish searching the main level, then I'll move up to the next level and then hit the security level.
Okay.
yeah, so we might as well do a methodic search. We have some time where...
Let's split the party.
No, let's not do that.
Yes. I'm kidding. No, let's not do that.
Who gets A1?
KO.
Okay.
Tazi and A want to go together, and KO and
No.
Kurok
Kazi and
can go
Kurok
off
can go
together.
together.
Yeah. Good
No.
idea.
A1, come with me. I'm going to need your maps.
All right.
And probably some of your storage space.
KO, let's go
okay.
check out the main level.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Okay, so you guys are going to the level you guys came in on, the common areas.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else is there to check in that area? I'm assuming there's kitchens. You said there's the main dining area where the battle happened. Is there a training area or anything?
Yep. There's a training hall.
Okay.
Similar to what the Jedis had, you have the little spheres that would go up in the air and they would shoot little stun things out so you could practice lightsaber stuff.
Okay.
But you notice there's a whole lot more areas that are just set up to meditate.
Huh.
Like little areas you could just sit down and meditate. They had some different crystals here. And I mean, they're large crystals, like football size crystals.
Weird.
But these are all smashed and shattered. Looks like they were sometimes sitting on there to meditate around the crystals. And when you actually kind of like get near the crystals, you feel more of a connection with the energy of the area.
Okay.
You do find another broken lightsaber underneath some debris.
Okay. Check it out. Is the design familiar at all, or just it's familiar but not?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's old. It's again broken, smashed up. But you get a feeling like I'm a little closer.
I'm gonna put it in the same backpack. After about 10 minutes of rummaging around, I stop and look at KO. No more voices?
I haven't really tried to listen.
Because I picked up another lightsaber. It's just
Nope, nothing that I can tell.
I rattle it next to his tentacles.
Rattle,
Like
rattle,
that'll
rattle,
help.
rattle.
Silent.
Okay. Cut over to
Okay.
Tazi and A1.
So we swipe over to Tazi and A1. You guys are going through the living quarters?
Yeah, so Tazi's, again, kind of looking for relics, things that look like they have some kind of intrinsic value to them or, visible value. He's not tossing the quarters per se, but he is trying to look quickly through them, to see if there's anything, of value in the either on the desks or on the bureaus and that type of thing, or in some of the drawers near the beds, closets. Like A1, as we're going through here, if you could keep your scanners on, looking for maybe some hidden compartments, things that wouldn't be so necessarily obvious to me. I know I've got really big eyes, but sometimes I can't see things that are right in front of me. So
Okay.
I'll kind of go through the drawers. I'll go through the quarters. If you could keep the scanners up and just kind of
All right, we'll do.
let me know if you find something. Let me know if you see something I need to be aware of.
We'll do.
And of course, keep scanning for life signs and power.
All right, we'll do.
I'm still creeped out about that smoke thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know what kind of
the
layout.
lights. The
Yeah.
lights up here are kind of flickering a little bit. Okay, you get going. You're asking A1 to search for little hidden things. Mm-hmm. Here, you guys have none. I'll flip one over, so now you have one. A1's going along, and all of a sudden he stops, and he kind of looks at spot. Hey, there's a hidden compartment here. You want me to open it?
Are we in the hallway or are we in somebody's
You're in a
room?
room.
In somebody's
You're
room.
in somebody's room.
Okay. Let me take a look at it real quick. And
Okay.
I'm going to go to the area he's indicating with his pointer hand.
Yeah. You can see because of all the dust and stuff, you can actually see kind of the outline of where the little hidden compartment is.
Does it appear what would be the size of the compartment? Is it in a wall? Is it in the floor?
It's on the wall down what would be normal like a baseboard type area. He had knocked over a dresser, and there it is back behind there. It's size of a large briefcase.
All right, I will use my, I would say, skullduggery.
Okay. It's going to be a hard check to open it up.
Okay.
Because A, it's 20 years old, so time is just not on your side. And B, it's hidden.
A wash.
Okay.
I try just kind of gently pressing the panel. I try see if there's any activating things. Tazi puts his long fingers around the outsides of the, running along
Okay.
the rim of the panels, and is not seeing any way to just open the panel.
All right. So as you're doing that, you hit a spot and your finger kind of pushes in a little bit, and then there's a little burst of energy that comes out. Doesn't bother you at all, but it hits A1, and you see the lightning crackling up and down his body, and he's
A1, are you okay?
what?
A1, are you okay?
Where are we?
We're in a room in this this temple on this frozen planet.
Why?
What's the last thing you remember?
We're on Kashyyyk. No.
Oh boy.
Huh. What?
I just tried to open this panel down here, and Tazi points with his long finger. I was trying to open this panel, and I hit a button. Some energy shot out, and you went all crackly, like you got overloaded. Seems like we may have hit a memory snag with you. Can you do a quick shutdown and reboot?
Yeah. Yeah.
See if that'll clear out the glitch.
He shuts down. A couple minutes later,
While he's shut down, Tazi continues to try to open this panel. He knows that there's something here now.
Okay. As you're doing that, you happen to notice on the dresser that he knocked over, it looks like there's a pitcher. And you're kind of, for some reason, you just pick it up and you wipe off the layers of dust, 20 years of dust. And on there is a picture of a woman, a man, and what looks to be their son. And the woman looks very familiar to you.
Does the woman look like a certain kind of
Kate.
gray?
Yeah, yes. Looks just like Tassar, only 20 years younger.
Tazi will open the picture frame, take the picture out,
Okay.
and actually fold it up and slide it into his suit.
Okay.
And
And
he pockets the frame because it's worth money.
as soon as Tazi realizes whose room this possibly was, if he had hair on the back of his neck, it would be standing on end. He's not thrilled with being in this room at this moment, which causes him to try harder to get this panel open. Can I roll again to see if I can get the panel open?
Yeah.
I'm going to flip I'm going to flip our light side point
Okay.
to see if maybe I can use my kind of my dexterity, my manual dexterity, to see if I could even just pry it open enough to get it to pull open.
It'll turn a green into a yellow.
That is a triumph. 2, 3
Three
successes.
successes and only two failures.
successes. Yeah, 1, 2. Tazi reaches down to the panel, and as he examines the outsides, he can see there is a small depression about a quarter of maybe a quarter foot away. In the baseboard itself, a little further down. So he reaches down and presses that depression, and then the drawer pops out enough that you can then pull it open.
You pull it open. What you see in there is it looks like in here she had her lightsaber hidden, and it's not in here anymore. So it's a long. I mean, it goes
Like
back quite a bit.
a foam insert with the hole or the depression of where a lightsaber would have sat.
Yeah, but it wasn't just hers. There was two more next to it, and they're gone.
Were they the
One of
same
them-
size or were they smaller?
One of them would have been the same size, and one would have been a little smaller. You can tell with the Triumph that obviously it was her, the man, and the kids. And hers, when you remember on Rusan, she had a saber staff. In here, it's not. It's
Yeah.
just a normal.
It looks like what would be what I would think is a regular saber hilt based on what
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yep,
Because again, Tazi does not know lightsabers, really.
correct. Yep. And then you hear A1 powering back up. We're still here.
We're still here. Do you remember anything from the last day or two?
No. Well, I mean, it's the conversation we had before I shut down.
Okay. We'll figure. We'll get you updated later. I'll have Corral take a look at it when we get back to the ship. But For now, we're going to take you back downstairs. We're going to have you port back into the computer.
Okay.
Get maps of the facility and the rooms and things. Keep your scans on, scans active while we're walking around, and scan for life and power.
Okay. He pops his scanner out. There's 2 life forms below us.
That's going to be Corell and KO.
And star swipe over to Curl and KO.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we done on the first floor probably at that point?
Yeah, unless there's anything else. I mean, nothing jumps out. I mean, you see more signs of battle. Every room you go in, it looks like at least a small blaster fire or something happened.
Okay.
Or things were overturned, thrown around. I mean, it looks like they came in, they shot, they searched, they cleared everything out.
What are they searching for? Do you want to go to the security room or?
Yeah, I think we should go to the security room. Like, maybe we can get into some stuff and see.
Tazi's on the living quarters level. We'll check that
Right.
last.
Yeah.
Let's go up to the security level.
You guys get a quick buzz over your comms.
Yeah, Tazi here. We had a little bit of an issue in the living quarters with A1. He got a bit of a shock from a panel we found in the wall. We were trying to open a compartment. He does not appear to remember anything past Kashik. I'm going to take him downstairs and hook him back up to the computer and see if we can get him.
He might have just damaged one of his memory chips. If he can't remember that, we could probably recover from his last backup on the ship, but everything here is probably gone.
Yeah, I'm going to get him back on the computer here so we can get the maps of the facility again and
Okay.
I'll get him caught up while we're doing that.
We're moving up to the security level.
We'll meet you up there shortly.
All right.
All right. Thanks, sir.
You know that if you plug him in the security thing, he could probably get the same maps. So you don't necessarily have to take him downstairs unless you want to.
We'll just head up to the security place.
Okay.
So we'll meet them up there shortly. And
Well, that was fast.
You guys are walking up. You guys kind of meet. As you get to the steps, though, Tazi, you see that smoky, shadowy figure running up the steps again.
back on comms.
As we walk up the stairs behind you.
Right next to you.
No, he doesn't see that, though.
Oh. And you hear like
Feedback almost from
We're right here.
Yes, Tulsi.
Sorry.
click.
It's okay.
Yeah, we that smoky thing I saw just ran up the stairs toward the security floor.
I haven't heard anything.
I didn't see it. I haven't seen.
I'm
actually starting to feel a little left out. I mean, you're hearing things. He's seeing things. Do I smell anything? No, I don't smell anything.
Death.
This is weird.
Fried circuitry.
Fear.
A1, is that you?
Maybe.
You do smell a little bit of a burnt ozone smell from coming from A1.
You fried something. We'll have to fix that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go finish going upstairs.
Before we go upstairs,
Okay.
Technically, Tazi fried something.
Yeah. Well, we will place the blame where it's due.
bring your lantern over here for a second.
Okay.
I found this in the room we found the secret compartment in, and Tazi pulls that picture out of, like, he pulls something folded up out of the inside pocket of his flight suit, unfolds it and kind of holds it in front of the lantern, and you clearly see a gentleman, a lady, and a child, and the lady is very familiar.
That's what? That's.
It's exactly,
I believe the term would be Tassar.
it's
Yes.
exactly who you think it is.
Yeah.
Weird. So Tassar told you to go somewhere that happened to be her old home.
Well, she would know where things are, then wouldn't she?
Did she tell you where they were?
No.
Well, then she sent you here
We
for
found a
another
compartment
reason.
in the room that this picture was found in. The compartment.
What was in the compartment?
The compartment had 3 slots for what I could assume would be a lightsaber. Small, like cylindrical tubes, maybe about a foot long. There were two of those that were larger and one that was smaller. They weren't actually there. It was just the indents for those. It was a storage where they were hiding them apparently at one point.
This must have been her family.
Yeah, that would be, mother, father, child.
Why are you saying that? Like,
Upstairs.
The gentleman in the picture, however, does not look like Rafe.
Guys.
no.
Creepy
Rafe is
voice
not her husband.
spoke to me again.
Rafe. I mean, she told me Rafe
No.
is.
No one cares.
What?
Creepy voice talked to me again.
Oh, now creepy voice talk to you again.
Look, it's not like I like admitting to that.
Where
I have
did
a
it come from?
creepy
Did it come
voice.
from my backpack?
It said something more along the lines, upstairs.
Did it come from my backpack?
You know,
sound
the same
male or
place.
female?
It sounds female. Of course, it's female.
Does it sound like a familiar female voice?
Not in the least. Look, you've got Smokey thing that he sees, and I mean his eyes maybe see in a different spectrum or something. I mean, look at those things.
You'd know. A1, we should probably leave them alone in a moment.
What?
Come on, let's go
All
upstairs.
right, let's go upstairs. I'm literally frightened.
What's upstairs?
The security room.
Security room.
What?
The security
Which word
room.
didn't you understand?
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Fine.
Can you do a self-diagnostic, please?
Yes.
Also, run a self-diagnostic, please.
Okay.
Thanks.
At the same time, Corral
Like-
pulls out her tablet and is
Okay.
doing the same thing.
Average mechanics.
I got a failure and an advantage.
He's running the self-diagnostic, but I'm going to flip one of these over because he's already a little damaged, so it would make sense that it's more difficult. For him.
For the love of Pete.
After a couple minutes, everything's good.
You are so full of cock.
Yeah, everything looked good.
Yeah.
We're going to totally check him in again.
Check who in again.
You-hoo.
Who?
You-hoo.
Who's that?
You.
Me?
What's your name?
A1.
Everyone upstairs.
Going.
Fine.
I take point with my giant gun, which is totally not going to help me against force ghosts.
But it opens up to like a landing, and on one side there's the security room. Well, what you assume is a security room, and on the other side there's basically like a blast door. It's not as big as like what you see on like the starships, but it's a little smaller. But it'd be like the equivalent of like double doors.
Is the panel lit?
Yeah.
Go up and try and open it.
It you can see power going to it, and it's trying to open.
Okay.
It's almost like something on the outside is really stuck to it and won't let it open.
Feel the door. Does it feel cold?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is probably an exterior door. All right. I press the button to make it stop trying to open.
A1 pushes the button to open it.
I push the other button. No.
Pushes it back.
Push.
A1, stop.
Oh, I thought we were leaving.
No. This leads to outdoors.
Come with me in
It's
this.
cold.
Come with me into the security room, A1.
Okay.
And I kind of lead him into the security room and point him toward the computer. And
Trail
say,
behind.
plug in there, download the maps for the facility, download everything you can about the facility.
Okay.
I'm going to go to another console and do the same thing, downloading it all to my tablet.
Okay.
In case he freaks out and wipes everything by accident.
Roll a computer's check. Make it average. 2.
2 advantages.
Okay. You go to plug in, and you're distracted by all the feeling of the energy through here, and you just can't focus enough. But A1, like on the screen, just starts like scrolling through the maps in each room, like just flying by, and you're almost getting dizzy watching because he's going by so quick.
After a minute, I just put my tablet away, and I'm going to start. I'm looking for cabinets or anything. I'm just going to start looking through the room.
Okay. It looks like all the cabinets have been rifled through.
Okay.
It looks like they were searched pretty thoroughly.
Tazi's going to poke at a terminal and see if he can pull up any more of that security footage that we saw from the other.
Yeah, you can. What you pull up, you basically can start right from where, I mean, you have all the footage. So you see the opening bit that you've already seen where.
I'm going to try,
They come-
I'll try and pick up then from where they, they came in and blew the door and start taking out forces to kind of looking at the rooms. I'm actually trying to find Tassar in the footage.
Okay. You look at the entrance, so it picks up right where you left off. You don't see her in there. But who you do see in the back of the security forces, obviously very much giving commands, is Rafe. Obviously a younger version of Rafe. But
So Rafe was at this facility commanding the defense of the facility, from what I can
nope,
tell.
the other way
Or
around.
he was commanding the
He
forces
was
coming
commanding
in.
the offensive forces.
While he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and do another lore check, with hard lore check, because that guy, I assume the other Jedi is going to appear back on the screen. Maybe we can get a better picture of him, because that was our excuse for our failure rolls last time.
Okay.
You want to make it more hard?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I'll flip one of these over.
Nope. Fail. I looked and realized that it was another 2, and I was like, wow.
You're looking at him, and you hear,
Outside.
I'm not going to say anything this time. I'm just going to literally walk out of the room, and I'm going to... I know what I'm going to do. Are you guys going to pay attention to me, or are you guys going to...
Krill's kind of distracted.
I'm reviewing that footage again. I'm going to try and try to identify
Does
this guy.
A1
again.
notice?
no, A1's doing whatever Tazi tells him. So
Yeah.
when Tazi says, I want to look through the security footage, A1's going through it.
Is this just hard, or am I getting an upgrade as well?
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to ID.
Oh, the Jedi?
That, yeah. I
still
see
hard.
now. I see Rafe, but now again, I've got it on a little bigger screen. And
Yeah, it's still hard.
okay,
Yeah, we're not meant to know who this is.
Wow. And I've only screwed with it once.
All right.
no, that's
Well, I mean,
no.
technically...
You're not paying attention.
I know.
You're not paying attention.
No. We could have... we could have light-sided that, but...
And you didn't say anything about Rafe, so I'm not paying attention to
No,
you
I didn't
either.
say anything about Rafe.
You're
yet.
the only one who's.
Yep.
Well, no,
So
you look
I
too.
saw him.
So I'm going to move forward past this footage,
Yeah. As you're looking, we know him.
catalog this footage, and put it. Take this footage into your storage banks too.
Okay.
All the security footage, keep it.
All right.
After I searched the last thing, You hear just a little as one of the cabinets gets slammed shut, and Corell's just like, "This is annoying. There's nothing here."
I might have something here. Come over and look at this video.
A1 looks at you and says, she wants you outside.
What?
Sorry, I'll say that again.
She wants you outside.
Who?
Oh.
He's definitely needs work. What? Where? Wait a minute. Are you talking about KO?
No, that's a he.
KO's a okay, yeah.
Yeah.
KO's a boy. Okay.
Yeah, there's no door.
I
in
have
the
no
shower.
idea what you're talking about then. What?
Corell, come here. Come here and look at this footage. I rewind the different angle on the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
The entrance back in, and you can clearly see Rafe in the footage.
That's
That's Rafe.
this is this. Hey, there's that Jedi again.
Yep. Nope.
A1.
Yeah.
Run reference against what we know from, or what you can pull off of the holonet of the possible archives of what Jedi were in existence a few years ago.
Okay.
And see if you can pull up records on this guy.
Okay.
He looks very familiar to everybody, but
Okay.
do that now, please.
Can't. I can't connect.
No external connections.
Right.
Corell's kind of.
We'll do it later.
Corell's
We'll do it
kinda
later
gets
when
a
we're back
little
on the ship.
wide-eyed.
Isolated.
That. Oh my.
Or
No.
their antenna is covered in ice.
This makes sense.
Either way,
now.
we'll just hold the footage and we'll check it later.
Tazi, this makes sense. The reason that Tassar is with Rafe is because she owes him a debt. Owes him her life. If he was here, he must have spared her from whatever was going on.
So that's what I'm looking for right now.
And that's why he is...
Yeah.
That's why she's still serving him, even though she doesn't really want to.
Tazi nods as he sees what you're talking about, and both Tazi and Corell go back to looking at the footage and again looking for shots of trying to find Tassar in the mess of footage we're finding from the different rooms and areas, and then we'll wipe over to.
KO went outside. Well, went out of that room to the door that is freezing cold, and he's going to try to melt the thing that's keeping it closed.
Okay. So you're going to use your gun to heat up the door. The
Yep.
blast. That makes sense.
Yep.
Metal conducts heat.
Yep.
I would say you have to do it and not melt the circuitry. Are you trying to do it so that nobody else knows you're doing
Yep.
it? Okay. So make a stealth roll. Yeah, I would just say it's average. I don't know what your skills are in perception. We'll just say average. So
I'm going to take a boat boost because they are enraptured with their video.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, an advantage.
Okay.
Which is it.
You know you're making noise.
I am making noise. All right. But like maybe it just falls into the.
You hear the cracking of ice on the outside. It's going to take you a few minutes to heat it up enough, but you can keep pushing the button and eventually it will open. It opens up and you can see a wall of ice. And in the wall of ice, you swear, if you weren't drunk under the influence of truth serum, this image would make sense, but you're not. You almost swear you see a star, like light hitting an object, and it makes like a star looking at it in the sky, and the outline of a woman in the wall of ice. And the wall of ice is, it's several feet thick.
Yeah.
But it's really clear ice.
Well, this is new. I walk up to the wall of ice and I kind of just stare at the. Is it like a silhouette? You said kind of almost, or is it like an actual woman?
No, it's almost like if you could picture smoke inside of ice, almost kind of moving. That's what you kind of see, and the figure you very creepy kind of looks at you and just says,
Not you. Go get her.
I appreciate this, but it's not gonna probably happen. KO walks away and shuts the door. And then he just kind of stands there for a second, just kind of like, what was that? Did it look like the crystal that we're looking for?
it could be. It was small. Like I said, some light was reflecting off of it.
Right. I go back into the security room.
Tazi and Corell, you see KO kind of walk back into the security room. I would say maybe a little pale or confused looking.
Actually, I don't notice it. We're still looking at the video.
Oh,
and we
okay.
notice he entered the room.
Okay, he enters the room. Back to the video. You guys do find a clip. You search through and A1 zips through things pretty quick. You do find a moment. It looks like outside. You're kind of assuming must be out on this balcony that they have here. And it looks like it was probably summertime, so it was clear on there. You do see a moment where Tassar is standing there with a lightsaber, and she's guarding several younglings. And you see the 2 Jedi step out, and then you see Rafe step out, and they seem to have a conversation. There's no audio. And then eventually Tassar turns off her lightsaber, hands it to Dooku, kneels down in front of Rafe, and then the 2 Jedi and Tassar and Rafe walk out, and the kids follow them shortly. You can kind of assume that she obviously made some sort of deal to spare the younglings for her service.
The kid that was in the picture, is that one of the younglings?
No.
Tazi would like to try and use his deception to read lips.
I would think that would be hard still.
Really
Because
hard.
you're looking at a video.
Two successes, 1 threat.
Okay. That is basically the conversation. Rafe says, if you surrender, agree to be my assistant, I will spare the younglings. But they must all swear to leave this life.
And does the other Jedi say anything?
He basically...
The one, so not Dooku,
right, yep.
but the other Jedi,
mystery
the
one.
one that we can't identify.
He offers to take the children back to Coruscant and teach them the correct path. And I mean, when I say younglings, these are 2-3-year-olds, I mean, toddler younglings. And as they're walking away, Rafe says to Dooku, these ones can possibly be saved. The others are too old. And you can see in Dooku's eyes as he makes eye contact with the other Jedi, he's not fond of doing this. Even though nowadays he's no problem slaughtering whatever. But 20 years ago, he had an issue with what was going on.
Okay.
And so does the other Jedi.
As the video plays, like Tazi pulls the video feed back and rewinds it a couple times and lets it play through again and again. And Tazi keeps leans a little bit closer to the monitors.
I can't tell who that other Jedi is. You never get a good look at his face. KO. KO. Come over here.
Hold on.
Sorry.
So-
Sorry. What?
So it's pretty clear what's happening here. If I'm reading this right,
Tazi found the video of Tassar surrendering.
which is exactly what she was doing. It looks like Rafe was basically saying, if you surrender and serve me, these younglings will live. She readily agreed, and then Rafe seemed to say to Dooku that these would be saved, but the others are too old.
He means literally they're too
And
influenced.
Was Tassar, had Tassar walked away at that point?
She had walked in.
Okay, so she didn't hear that comment.
There's one more thing. Our mystery friend there seemed to mention that he would take the younglings back to Coruscant and show them the correct path.
The correct path. So I'm going to flip a light side point to dark side, and I'm going to boost my perception, and I'm going to my knowledge lore or knowledge warfare. So my question is, this guy would have been, if he led a fight, I would have probably been with him during the Inkuri insurrection.
I mean, the Jedi were spread out,
So the Inkuri rebellion, all of them came. Like they lost like an actual master during that fight because they brought a lot of them to that fight. Could I do a knowledge warfare? I'd be like, this guy. When he said correct path, I don't know, something hard. What am I doing? Okay.
Yep.
That's a lot of success and a triumph, just with a lot of disadvantages disadvantages. Threats.
Okay. We'll go. Just as you go to say his name, on the monitor, his picture comes up, and anyone goes, "Oh, look, got it." And there's a file that he found that has this guy's name and everything, and right on the bottom, Qui-Gon Jinn, apprentice to Dooku. And anyone goes, "Yeah, got it, yeah."
Corell stares at that. Her
Qui-Gon
mouth
Jinn.
opens a couple times, closes a couple times.
Qui-Gon Jinn. What's this guy's name?
It's Qui-Gon Jinn. He's probably one of the most well-known Jedi Masters in existence right now.
Except he's not.
No.
No,
No, he fought a lot though.
sure. I never met him.
No, he was in the war. He was in the Inkuri rebellion.
Okay, if you say so.
He was. I was there.
Nah, I believe
Literally there.
I believe you.
Qui-Gon was here?
Can you tell that girl to shut up?
Yeah, I know. She keeps talking to me too.
What?
Who's talking to you?
Some you're talking about
The voice, the
smoky
voices,
lady,
the voices.
smoky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's talking to me, and well, apparently A1 as
She's
well.
talking to you now too.
Well,
A1?
only after that thing that made me forget things.
The Zappy.
Yeah.
So you're hearing things too.
The same thing,
Yeah.
apparently.
What are you hearing?
I'll go outside.
Yeah, so I went outside.
It's cold out there.
Right, still went outside though.
I thought I felt a breeze.
Right, so
But you definitely heard some sounds that you just dismissed.
right, so I opened the door. I might have melted what was keeping the door shut, and
Well, that's a good idea.
oh, thank you.
Glad I thought of it.
I actually did it.
You did?
Yeah, you didn't help me.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, so there I was, and there's a giant wall of ice, and inside that ice there seems to be something shining, and like some kind of smoky figure, and she may have indicated that she wanted you, Kirill, to specifically go outside. But I decided that I didn't want to deal with that, so
Carl
I just
walks out there.
well, aren't you just a...
Tazi puts his finger up like he's going to try and say something, but she's already out the door.
Already out the door, and you hear the button being pressed outside.
Right. So I'm going to stay in here, Tozzy. You can go out there if you'd like. Literally, KO does not go back out.
Tazi pulls his pistol and walks to the doorway and kind of looks out from from around the corner of the doorway like, I don't know what's going to happen, and I...
Okay.
I walk out and I open the blaster.
Yeah. A1 starts rolling out. And as he starts rolling, he looks over at KO. So, video means Tassar's good? Just in a bad place.
Video means Tassar was among these people who are not necessarily evil. But it does make me confused because that's the Republic security forces, which never really did things of this nature, as far as I was aware, which is confusing on its own. And then also Master Qui-Gon Jinn, I never expected to see him do something of this nature either. Rafe, I'm not really surprised about because, I mean,
Me
it's
neither.
him. And then we all know Dooku is, well, not a good guy, obviously now. So
Yeah.
confusing, to say the least.
All right. I'm going to go find out what she wants.
I'm not. I don't
Okay.
like her. I don't like it at all, but no one
She's
listens to
nice.
me. What's that?
She's nice.
Yeah, we said that about a lot of people, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't turn out to be nice either.
We're still alive.
Mainly because of my paranoia.
Yep. Have fun.
Thanks. I'll be in here watching the video scans.
Okay. You roll out. You open the door. It slides open.
Okay.
And
Do I see this star thing and with light?
yeah, you see the
shadowy
kind of
figure.
the smoky figure in the ice, and you get this really strong
Do
connection.
I hear voices?
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, what you see is that little, what kind of looks like I said, a star in the sky. It actually comes forward towards you. Like you can see it, which is kind of freaking you out because it's moving through a wall of ice.
Okay.
And then it gets to you, and everything goes black. You feel like you're falling into a pit, but you're falling, and it feels almost like you're falling in slow motion. And not only are you falling, but you're kind of tumbling over and over. And then you kind of land softly, and all you see is that ghostly figure.
Well, that was episode of 16. Thanks for listening. We have just a couple announcements at this point. Chris, do you want to start us off?
Absolutely. As of Tuesday, we are now part of the RPG Academy network of shows.
Yay!
There's a ton of great shows on that network. I mean, obviously the flagship is called RPG Academy.
She's a super geek.
There's Sharkbone.
Openly Gamer Theater. The list goes on and on.
There's a ton of great shows on there, ton of great websites. City of Brass is an amazing site if you guys want to check it out for resources.
And we're just really proud to be part of such an amazing network of people. So
Absolutely.
thank you for having us, guys. Also, they are doing a Kickstarter right now for a Catacon, their convention this year. It has already funded, and it ends tonight. If you're listening to this on the first day, we release it on Sunday, May 15th at 8 p.m. If you want to get in on that, you can buy your badge right through the Kickstarter page.
And if you don't make it to the Kickstarter, don't worry. You can buy a badge later. Come on out, hang out with us. I'm going to be running a game there. It's going to tie in with the podcast. There'll be a ton of other people there running some great games. Catacon is a phenomenal convention. It is definitely geared more towards serious gamers, and you're going to have a ton of really amazing players there.
Yep. Also, speaking of tons of amazing players, Origins is coming up next month in June. Chris and I will be there playing games and probably just hanging out.
We are also going to be in September in Grand Rapids, Michigan is Grand Con. We will be there doing some cool stuff. I believe we're doing a GM panel.
There will be a GM panel on how to be a better GM. We're also looking at doing a podcasting panel with some of our newfound friends from the RPG Academy. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, come on out. It's right in our backyard.
Almost literally. That's it for the announcements, so thanks for listening.
See you next time.
The Redemption Podcast is played using the Star Wars role-playing system by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, as well as Facebook, Twitter, and our website.